2I equal to 0, which gives I equal to 0. So option D is correct here. Now in question number 8, we can simplify I2. I2 is given like that. I2 can also be written as integration minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 log of cos x plus sin x. So here I can write it is just cos x minus sin x. What I did here, I have replaced x by minus pi by 4 plus pi by 4 minus x, a plus b minus x. So this is nothing but integration minus pi by 4. So that is our I2. Now I can add these two I2s. So I get therefore 2I2 is equal to integration minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. If I add these two log term, the inside part will get multiplied. So it will be log of cos square x minus sin square x, which is nothing but log of cos 2x dx. That is minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 log of cos 2x dx. Now log of cos 2x being an even function, this is nothing but 2 times integration 0 to pi by 4 log of cos 2x dx. So the limit is now 0 to pi by 4. Now what I can do, I can just put 2x equal to t here. In that, if I put 2x equal to t, I will get 2 dx equal to dt. So this thing, after this, it will become integration 2 dx becoming dt. So I am writing dt here. It will be log of cos t, and limit, if I put x equal to 0, t will be 0. If I put x equal to pi by 4, t will be pi by 2. So this is our I2, 0 to pi by 2 log cos t dt, which can now be written as 0 to pi by 2 log cos, in place of cos, now I can take sine by some property we know, sin t dt. Okay, now this is nothing but our I1. So this is our I1. So 2I2 equal to I1, therefore I1 by I2 is equal to I1 by I2 is equal to 2. I1 by I2 is equal to 2. So 2 is the correct answer here. Option A is the correct one. In question number 9, we are going to apply a property which is integration a to b fx dx can be written as, when I want to change the limit a to b from a b to 0 to 1. So I can write 0 to 1 the limit, then this will be multiplied by b minus a, and we will have in place of x, I have to write b minus a into x plus a dx. So this is basically in place of x, here we are getting this b minus a into x plus a. That thing is coming in place of x in the function, and outside we are having a b minus a multiplied. By that, the limit is changing to 0 comma 1. So if I apply that, our first integration will become b minus a, which is minus 5 plus 4, which is minus 5 plus 4, and 0 to 1 e to the power, in place of x I have to put b minus a x plus a. So that is minus 5 plus 4 into x plus a, and there is already a plus 5 whole square of that. That is our first integration, which is minus of integration 0 to 1 e to the power, we have a minus x, we have a plus 1, that is minus x plus 1 whole square dx. This is our first integration. Now if I simplify the second integration by the same property, converting the limits into 0 to 1, what I get, there is a 3 outside, and here b minus a is nothing but 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3, which is 1 by 3. So let's put 1 by 3, just 1 by 3 into integration 0 to 1. In place of x I have to put that. So I have a 9, and in place of x I have to put b minus a, that is 1 by 3 into x, and then plus a, which is 1 by 3, is already a minus 2 by 3, and whole square dx. So this is becoming 3 into 1 by 3 is 1, 0 to 1 e to the power, LCM 3 square 9 is getting cancelled, and I am getting x minus 1 whole square dx. So this is the second integration, and that was the first integration. Even if we see that there is a x minus 1 whole square in the second integration, and there 1 minus x whole square, they are the same thing. One is with plus, one is with minus, therefore if I add them it will be 0. So option D is correct here. Question number 10 is a direct application of definite integration as a limit of sum. I can write this as summation 1 by r plus root over rn, where r is equal to 1 to n, and before that I can put a limit if I want to find. So we'll take the limit later. So this is equal to, I have to take a 1 by n outside. Let us take n common here, 1 by, if I take n common from this, I will get a r by n common, r by n, and that n will go inside here. I will get root over of r by n. Okay, that gives the correct expression. Therefore, and r is equal to 1 to n. Therefore, when I want to find the limit, this is nothing but limit n tending to infinity, summation r is equal to 1 to n, 1 by, there is a 1 by n, rather than 1 by n we have r by n plus root over r by n. So that is integration 0 to 1. All the r by n should be replaced by x, so x plus root x dx. Now this is an easy integration. I can just take, can be solved in many ways. I can just take root x common here, so that I will get 1 plus root x dx. Now if I take root x equal to t, I will get 1 by 2 root x dx as dt. So by this, dx by root x equal to 2 dt, so it will become 2 times dt here, 1 by, okay, in fact I can take 1 plus root x as t, so that is just 1 by t, and the integration will become, if I take x equal to 0 it is 1, if I take x equal to 1 it is 2, so it is 2 times log t 1 to 2, which is 2 times log 2 minus log 1, which is 0, that's log 4. So according to this, the correct option is option B. In question number 11, we check this 1 plus cos of pi x by 2. If I take minus 2 less than x less than minus 1, in that interval, our 1 plus cos of pi x by 2 will lie between, first we check cos of pi x by 2, it will lie between, if I put minus 2, that is cos minus pi, cos of minus pi is minus 1, yes, cos of minus pi is minus 1, and cos of minus pi by 2 is 0. So if I add 1, it will be 1 plus cos pi x by 2 lies between 0 to 1. Okay, then when I take box of that, it will be 0. So finally, box of 1, that is 1. So therefore, we will get in the interval minus 2 to 1, the value of that function is 1. Similarly, we can check the other part also. So here, let us do it. Minus 2 to minus 1, value of the whole function will become 1 dx, plus minus 1 to plus 1. Similarly, we can check the whole function will become 0 because it is box, and then plus 1 to 2, no, 0 to 1 is next, you will get 1 dx again. So this is simple now. X minus 2 minus 1 plus 0 plus x 0 to 1. So this is giving us minus 2 minus minus 2 plus 1 minus 0. So that is 2. So according to our, okay, this is an integer type question, so 2 is the correct answer. In question number 12 also we apply the same property. So when our x lies between 0 to 1 by 3, our box x becomes 0, box of x plus 1 by 3, x plus 1 by 3 is 1 by 3 to 2 by 3, that is also 0. This is 1 by 3 to 1, that is also 0. When I take 1 by 3 less than x less than 2 by 3, then we get this is 0. This is also 2 by 3 to 1, that is also 0, and this one is 1 to 4 by 3, that is 1. And if I take 2 by 3 to 3 by 3, which is 1, then this will become 0, but this will become a 1, this will also become 1. So like this we can divide. So far I have taken 0 to 1, we have to take 0 to 3, so we will get so many intervals like this. So now if I put that in integration form, I can write integration 0 to 1 by 3, it will be 0 into dx, plus 1 by 3 to 2 by 3, it will be 1 into dx, plus 2 by 3 to 3 by 3, which is 1, there will be 2 into dx, and then plus 1 to 1 by 3 more, that is 4 by 3, there will be 3 into dx, plus 4 by 3 to 5 by 3, will be 4 into dx, plus 5 by 3 to 6 by 3, which is 2, there we will get 5 into dx, and then again we will get 3 more, which is 2 to 7 by 3, 6 into dx, plus 7 by 3 to 8 by 3, that will be 7 into dx, plus 8 by 3 to 9 by 3, which is 3, will be 8 into dx. Okay, so now these integrations we can easily find, and we can get the answer as 1 by 3. If I take common, we will get 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 8 we will get. Okay, first term is 0 and the remaining term. So this is giving us 12. So correct option is 12 here. It's an integer type question. So in question number 13, there's a direct formula in indefinite integration, that integration of this will become, this is like a cos x plus b by a plus b cos x whole square. This will give us sin x by a plus b cos x. If I use indefinite integration and definite, I'll just put the limit. That will give us pi by 2 if I put, so 1 by 7 minus 0. So 1 by 7 is the answer. So 2 by I will be 14. 14 is the correct answer. In question number 14, there are so many boxes. Inside the integration sign, there are many boxes, and I can take all the box outside. There is a property. So it will be box of sin x plus box of cos x plus box of tan x plus box of sec x. This can be done by property of box function. Now since x lies between 0 to pi by 4, sin x is a fraction, so that value, box of that will be 0. Cos x is fraction, box will be 0. Tan x is also fraction, box will be 0, but sec x is more than 1, so box will be 1. So basically I have to take integration from 0 to pi by 4 of 1 dx, and after that also I have a box function. So this integration 1 is pi by 4, and then box of pi by 4 is 0. So here the correct option is 0. Now in question number 15, it is a question of limit, but integration is involved. So if I rewrite this limit in this way, limit x tending to 0, if I take x cube in denominator and the integration part 0 to x, t ln 1 plus t by x to the power t to the power 4 plus 4. It is like 0 by 0 form, so we can apply L'Hopital rule and we should differentiate it. So limit x tending to 0. Derivative of denominator is easy, it is 3x square. Derivative of numerator can be done by Newton-Leibniz formula, which is x into log of 1 plus x and x power 4 plus 4. Okay, x is getting cancelled, one of the x here is getting cancelled. So now it is again of the form 0 by 0. You can again differentiate it. So limit x tending to 0. Derivative of the numerator is 1 by 1 plus x, and there is a 3 in the denominator, and then x to the power 5 is 5x to the power 4 plus 4x is 4. So this after differentiation, and now if I put x equal to 0, I will get 1 by 12 as the value of this limit. So 1 by L will be 12. So that is the answer for this question.